Utinni!
What is up, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Hope you're all doing well. Today we are announcing the 65 millimeter or 2-inch Christmas ornament laser jig for the F1 Ultra by xTool. And this is what it looks like. So you will be able to use the screws from your L bracket in order to attach this to your xTool F1 Ultra. And there's 4 notches in this jig. And what that allows you to do is to make sure that the bulb is level, and you can adjust it to whichever side you want. So technically you could do a manual wrap with this all the way around the bulb if you wanted to, by just wrapping it and moving it. So the other thing that I want to talk about with this, and I will show a demo of how to use this is 3D printed. And again, you just take your thumb screws out of your L bracket that comes with your xTool F1 Ultra, and you just put 2 screws in whichever one of these holes that you want. This will line up with the holes on your xTool F1 Ultra, and then you just simply place your bulb in like so, and that's what it looks like with the bulb in it. And then you put in your measurements. Now on my particular F1 Ultra, the measurement is 73.5 millimeters for the focal length. That may be different on yours, so test it on yours. With these glass ornaments, you will probably not be able to autofocus with these, okay? So what you're going to want to do is get a piece of construction paper. White printer paper won't work really unless it's thick, because the laser will just pass right through it in most cases. You could also get a little piece of tape if you wanted, and put it on a sacrificial bulb, and do it that way as well, just to get the measurement. Once you have that measurement, it will be the same for every single bulb you put in here, as long as the bulbs are 65 millimeters or 2 inches in diameter. Okay, so it's very easy to set up, and then you simply do your design and place it on the bulb where you want it, frame it, and laser it out. Now on my particular machine, what I've done is all of my designs, for instance, this design or this design, are all 44 millimeters. So I've adjusted all my designs to be 44 millimeters. That way it's somewhat centered on these 65 millimeter glass ornaments. Okay. So, and by far the most popular design that I've done, that I've put on my Patreon, which you can see my Patreon down here at the bottom, is the zip code ornament design. So what you will get is, when you purchase the file, is you will get all this text with the exception of the zip code and the city and state. And that way you can easily put in your zip code, city, and state and laser them out. So very easy to customize for people at shows, that sort of thing. And you can get that file on my Patreon in the shop. So let's move on to, how do you fill these ornaments? Glass ornaments need to be filled, okay, because what the laser does is it takes off the colored coating. You can do it several different ways. I've tested several different things. I've tried white spray can rattle cans that you can get at Lowe's, Home Depot, Hobby Lobby. That paint is too thin. It coats it great at first and it looks amazing, and you're like, wow, this was really easy. But after that paint dries, you can see the run lines through the design. So the paint is too thin. What you need to do is go to Hobby Lobby or Michael's or any of your craft stores and get some white acrylic paint. Okay. It needs to be somewhat thick, and you literally just pop off the top here and you pour it in and you shake it around and move it until that paint fills the design. And then what I normally do is I take the jig and I place the ornament in there so that all the paint runs to the design and let it dry. Okay. Now you can do this with any other object. You can put a paper towel under here and do it that way too, but you want all that paint to run to the design. That way when it dries, you have a nice dried clear ornament. Okay. Again, these designs in particular are on my shop, on my Patreon. You can pick those up, and they are XCS files. And I also included the SVG file as well. So moving on, let's see this new laser jig in action on the xTool F1 Ultra. So we are going to switch cameras here. First, I'm going to show you my laser. And as you can see, it currently has the L bracket in here. And what we're also going to do is show xTool, creative space. So I have my zip code design file in here. I already have a zip code and city and state typed in. And what we're going to do is we're just going to go over here. Let me grab this bar here because I am screen sharing. And my settings for all my ornaments on the glass is blue light. Again, this is using the xTool F1 Ultra. Blue light laser, 60% power, 1800 speed, 2 passes at 300 lines per centimeter. Okay. What that will do is the first pass will remove the colored chrome effect on these glass ornaments. The second pass will burn through the silver that is on the inside of each ornament. Okay. And that will allow you to put paint inside, and you can use different colored acrylic paints to get different effects. So let's go ahead and get this jig set up, and then we can laser it so you can see the demo of how this works. So let's do this. And I'm going to switch mics real quick so you'll be able to hear me in the other room. Hopefully y'all can still hear me. And we're going to get this set up. So as I said, currently my xTool F1 Ultra has the L bracket that comes with it. And what we're simply going to do is we're going to take these thumb screws out. And we're literally just going to take them out of this L bracket, because my laser jig does not ship with any screws or hardware. That's in order to keep the cost down. So you take these little thumb screws out of the bracket, and you simply place it in the center of your xTool F1 Ultra until you find the holes. And then you use the thumb screws. Do it loosely at first, just so it's easier to get everything kind of lined up. See, there's just a tiny bit of play in there. And then what I do is you can take a level if you want, but it's really not needed. I just kind of line up to where I can see the holes, and then I tighten these down. Okay. And it doesn't matter which holes you use. I always do one at the top, one at the bottom. That thing is not going anywhere. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to grab a bulb or a Christmas ornament. And this one has my fingerprints on it, so I'm going to wipe it off real quick, because we don't want that on there when we laser. And I'm just using a microfiber towel to do that. Now we simply take our bulb, and you can put it this way, you can put it this way, or this way. Okay. And it will sit straight up and down in there. We're going to lower our protective shield. I'm going to turn on my fan. And again, I have my focal distance at 73.5 millimeters. Again, that may vary for your machine. So put a piece of construction paper or a colored piece of paper on top of the ornament, and I can show you exactly how to do that. I just got a piece of construction paper here. I just lay it on here like so, to where it doesn't fall off. And then I lower the shield just enough to hold that paper in there, and then I do a automatic focus on that paper. Okay. Once that automatically focuses, I then go to my control pad and I bump it down 1 or 2 notches. Okay. That way it focuses just slightly below that paper. So that way it takes this paper thickness out of the equation. So now that this is set up, we're going to go to Process, Start, and hit it. And as you can see, it's lasering off that colored layer first, with the blue laser set at 60%, 1800 speed, and 300 lines per centimeter. And then it's going to go on the second pass once it completes. And you can really see that laser kind of bounce around in there off that reflective glass. So now what we've done with this first pass is we've removed the blue coating. Now on the second pass, we're removing the silver coating that's inside the glass bulb. Okay? That's what the second pass is designed for. That way when you put paint inside the ornament, it will show through the glass. Now your mileage may vary. You may need to do 2 or 3 passes. I have found that 2 passes works 99.9% of the time on blue, red, and green glass ornaments. Again, these are 65 millimeter or 2-inch ornaments, and we're using the 65 millimeter 2-inch Christmas ornament jig that I've designed here at Utinni Designs. So now this one's done. And as you can see, my lighting isn't the greatest, but you can see it burn through that pretty good. So now if you wanted to do a second design on this same bulb, okay, we did it this way this time. There's a couple different ways. You could flip it this way if you wanted, or you could simply rotate it and sit it down this way. Okay. So there's several different ways you could attack that demon, because lining things up on an ornament is always seems to give everybody a little bit of problem. So one way you could do that is simply line it up and flip it like so, and laser again. Okay, so now we're going to do a red one. Again, we're just laying this bulb in here, and it will lay flat up against the stem of the bulb. And once you have this focused once, save that XCS file. Write down your focus settings, because that will be the same every time you put the jig in. So we're going to go to this next design. We're going to make sure it's on output. And we're going to go to process. There's no need to refocus because the focus is already set. Again, that blue light laser setting for the xTool F1 Ultra is 60% power, 1800 speed, 300 lines per centimeter, and 2 passes. The first pass removes the chromatic color on the bulb, and the second pass removes the silver inside the bulb. And this is using the new 65 millimeter 2-inch Christmas ornament jig from Utinni Designs that we are releasing today. There are many other ornament jigs out there. This one is designed specifically for the 65 millimeter glass ornaments, or 2-inch glass ornaments, and is specifically designed for the xTool F1 Ultra to use with their hardware that they supply with the L bracket. So the second pass is almost done. And once it completes, we will then have 2 bulbs done in less than 5 minutes. Again, using the new 65 millimeter jig from Utinni Designs. Another few seconds and this will be done. On this particular design, I have the ring going around set up as, I believe, 4 passes, because I wasn't happy with the just the 2 pass on the ring. That's why the ring's taking a little bit longer. And there we go. Simply remove it. And there you have the zip code file. Again, that is available on our Patreon. And now you just fill it with paint and go on about your day. Very quick, very easy to do. Okay. To remove the jig, simply unscrew your thumb screws. And remove the jig. And you're ready to laser something else. Again, you have another order come in for an ornament. Place your jig. Find your holes here. They do line up with the holes on the F1 Ultra. Simply put in your first screw, line it up, put in your second screw, tighten it down. I always push up a little bit on this or over. And you don't have to get it super tight. Throw in your next ornament. Again, line the neck of the ornament up with these holes. So I'll do it this way so you can kind of see it. And that lets the ornament sit perfectly level. Okay. Close your lid, press your button, you're ready to go for the next one. And that is the jig that we are offering. Let me hop back in here to the other room. So where can you get these? You can get them at this link right here. So use that link, and that link is also in the description of this video. And you can go to utinnidesigns.com or this link here and purchase these jigs. So how much is it? These jigs are $15 plus shipping. So once you get the shipping and everything, it comes out to about $21, I believe. So these jigs are available now. They are for the xTool F1 Ultra. And if demand is good enough, we will slightly adjust this in order to fit inside the base plate of the xTool F1. So that is a quick little demo and description of how to use this jig. It's very, very easy. It's not difficult. We tried to make it as easy as possible. So I hope that you get something out of that. And I hope that you're able to use this at shows, craft shows, at home, and make some money with these ornaments. These things are super hot right now. And you add a design from either us or a design that you make. Again, this design is available on our Patreon shop, the zip code design, and we will also be adding more designs soon, as well as putting designs on Design Find for you to purchase. So that's all I have for you today. I wanted to keep this short and sweet, show off the new jig that we have designed for the xTool F1 Ultra. And again, you simply put this in there. See how level that is? I know the fisheye lens doesn't help with this, but that is level. Okay. So, and then you can just swap it over. Again, level. Swap it over. Level again. So these are the 65 millimeter or 2-inch glass ornaments. Great, great gift. Great popular thing to laser engrave right now with Christmas coming. And it just makes it that much easier with the 65 millimeter 2-inch laser jig from Utinni Designs. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button so you are notified when we produce new laser files, new graphic files, new jigs, that sort of thing. We currently do not have a Facebook group. It is simply YouTube. We also have Instagram. Find us at Utinni Designs. And I can post that link here as well. Bear with me for a second while I get my banner up here. So here's our Patreon. Here's our Instagram. Okay. And here is the website where you can purchase this laser jig. So be sure to get your orders in. Christmas is coming, it's time to do these cool little ornaments, and the laser jig makes it extremely easy and extremely quick to line everything up and just knock these things out. So thank you all very much for your time. Again, let me put up the link where you can purchase the jig. And that's all I have for you today. So again, hit that like and subscribe button so you're notified when we do new designs. We have several different designs that we do. This one's to the window, to the wall, till Santa decks these halls. So that's a cool little design that we will be releasing. We also have this, you may never be too grown up to search the skies on Christmas Eve. There's another design that we have that will be made available soon. So check us out. Let me know in the comments if there's ideas or designs that you would like to see. Let my camera focus back on me here. And we will see you later. So again, thank you very much for your support. And I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday. Thank you.